it's Tom Roper here. In this very short video, I'm going to show you how you can find the number of records there are in a bibliographic database. It's a useful party trick, but it does also have some practical applications that maybe we can talk about in a moment. So let's go to the databases. Here I am in Ovid. I've logged in with an NHS Open Athens account and I'm presented with a menu of databases. I'm going to use the one here that's called Ovid Medline All. I'm going to click OK. I want to be in advanced search, so I'll select that. And then the syntax I want to use is docz, and autocorrect tries to change that, so let's make sure it is z, .dz, and I'll hit search. And if I reveal my search history up at the top here, you will see that we have found 33,647,704 records. I'll record that number so we can come back to it in a little while and do some comparisons. So that's found me the total number of documents in Medline on the day I'm conducting these searches. Suppose I want to check another database. Well, we can do that quite easily. I don't need to enter the same string again, though it's not a difficult one to remember. If I click Change, it then gives me my database menu again, and I'll go to Embase because that's one that's frequently used when we're doing clinical medical searches. If I put a tick in the Embase box, and then I won't fall into the trap. I'm sure it's very easy, and I've done it myself many a time, just to click OK. If I do that, I'll lose what I've got so far. If I want to run my search in this new database, I need to choose the Run Search option, so that's what I'll do. Off we go, and you will see that it's found 36,806,246 records. So a different number. So let's record that number too, and there we have it. So I've run that in two databases that are available on the Ovid platform to users in the English NHS. I could run it in some others if I wanted to. Note, however, you can't run this in platforms like ProQuest or EBSCO. This is a command that only works in Ovid. I can, however, achieve the same thing in PubMed if I switch over to PubMed here, but with slightly different syntax. So what I want to say here is I want to type in all, A-double-L, and then square brackets enclosing the two letters SB. So SB is a field code in PubMed. It's the field code for the subsets, and what that has the effect of doing is saying to PubMed, give me everything that is in any of your subsets. So that is actually the whole database. So let's click search. Off we go, and this time we get 33,632,569. So what does this mean? We have some big numbers here. That's probably the first thing to be aware of. And crucially, we have differences between them. So Medline and PubMed, which we sometimes, for pragmatic reasons, tend to think of as synonymous, one with the other, actually return some different results. It's beyond my scope today to go into why that might be, but maybe I'll talk about that another time. Embase, of course, is a database in its own right. Embase grew out of Excerpta Medica. Some of us might even be old enough to remember the paper incarnation of that. And is a different database. It now contains Medline records, so while it's smaller, that's why it actually appears to be bigger. An important point to make here is that I ran these searches on a particular afternoon, Monday the 31st of January 2022. If you go and run these searches yourself at another date, you will get different results. New material is added to the databases constantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week these days. And as Heraclitus, quoted by Socrates, quoted by Plato, pointed out, you can't step into the same stream twice. So to remind you of the syntax to use, in Ovid it's docz.dz, and then in PubMed it's, rather more simply maybe, all open square bracket SB close square bracket. I conducted these searches on Monday the 31st of January through the Ovid and the PubMed interfaces.